This is just a PSA, but if you are decades away from retirement, you should not be in a low risk or mid risk portfolio. I cannot tell you the number of people that I have talked to, like students that come into my program and we look at their portfolio and I'm like, oh my God. You know, they went to the bank, they talked to the guy, they thought they were doing the right thing. They were putting their money into these mutual funds, okay? And they're say like low risk mutual funds, and the amount that they could make, the average return of this fund is say 4%. Then they're paying like 2% in fees, meaning the most they can make is 2% a year. They would have been better off putting their money into a high yield savings account. They literally would have made more. But the thing is, when you go in and you talk to the guy at the bank and you say you are new to investing and you're scared and you don't want to lose a lot of money, instead of educating you on market cycles and how it actually works and how to diversify and like ways to mitigate your risk, they go, okay, well, I'm still making that 2% no matter what. So I'll just throw you into something easy so that I don't have to take more time and explain this all to you. And then you'll go years and years. Like I had a student that was doing this for 13 years. She could have made tens of thousands of dollars on her money, and instead she only made a couple of thousand because she was in the wrong portfolio. Like she's basically in a portfolio that's meant for retirees. Low risk just means there's more bonds. Like there's nothing wrong with bonds in your portfolio, but when you are young and you are decades away from needing the money, you don't want fixed income, which is what bonds are. You want growth, which is what stocks are. So a really simple way to figure out how like the proportion of bonds versus stocks in your portfolio would be the 120 minus your age or 110 minus your age rule. So let's say you use the 120 minus your age and you are 20 years old. That means you should have 100% of your portfolio in equities, because the average return of the stock market is 10% a year. If you are only making 2%, and like please tell me that you guys are not invested in these high priced mutual funds for literally no reason. You are cutting yourself off at the knees, okay? You are preventing yourself from building wealth even though you are doing the right thing. And this is why I say, even if you work with a financial advisor, and like if you're working with one, please make sure that it is a fee-only fiduciary. Even if you work with a financial advisor, you still need to know how investing works so that you can sit at the table and have the conversation and make sure that you are invested into the right thing. Because the thing with investing is we can never get the time back. So if you spend years and years and years in the wrong investments, you have potentially lost out on a lot of money. And the last thing that I want to see is somebody getting, halfway all the way to retirement, thinking they're doing the right thing, and then realizing, holy shit, I don't have enough money to retire, not because I didn't do the right thing, but because I was in the wrong investments. If you want to learn more about this, I talk about diversification and market cycles and psychology and how to buy your first stock in my free investing masterclass. So go and grab your spot on my website under freebies.